Well, good afternoon, everyone. This is my favorite part of the day where we celebrate birthdays and anniversaries, and we have three big birthdays today. Dorothy Noble is celebrating 105 years today. Congratulations. Happy birthday to you, Dorothy, in the Surrey area. And from Saanich, Evelyn Farrow Barker celebrating 100 years. Happy birthday to you from all of us here at Global BC. And Sushil Sharma is celebrating 90 years in the Delta area, and we have an anniversary for you. Also, Fred and Olga Clifford are celebrating 74 years together. Happy anniversary from all of us here at Global BC, and they're in the Merville area. Now, today we had a bit of cloud cover across the region, but we are anticipating a little bit more sunshine through the latter part of the day here in Metro Vancouver. Daytime highs will be near seasonal for coastal regions and just slightly above seasonal for those of you in the interior. So 29 degrees, still nice and warm, but not that big heat we saw earlier in the week, and that's good news. We had about double the number of fires burning throughout the week because of the dry weather, and then we had thunderstorms. We have the potential for thunderstorms again today in all of these areas here, Columbia, Kootenay, and in the Thompson and Okanagan region. Meanwhile, I wanted to point out this next system that's driving on shore. For the south coast, it means cloud cover today, but tomorrow we're expecting showers. All of these areas currently under a severe thunderstorm watch, and we'll be watching to see if they develop. We've also had an increase in the amount of smoke across the region, right up into the Prince George. This is the Caribou, the Fraser Canyon, Thompson, Okanagan, and parts of East Vancouver Island because of the fire across Vancouver Island. We're also anticipating local smoke in between these areas. So smoke may come and go, or it may be a bit hazy, but these areas are the ones under an air quality statement. So yes, firesmoke.ca is a forecast for smoke across the province, and it does look like we'll see a bit more smoke, at least in Metro Vancouver today and potentially into tomorrow. This is as we head through the latter part of the day today. We're anticipating rainfall tomorrow, particularly for the south coast in the afternoon hours tomorrow, and it brings in cloud cover and cooler temperatures all across the province, which is welcome news right now because we've had an increase in the fires. Having that moisture, or at least the hot relative to humidity, is coming up. That's all great news. So daytime highs today still in the high 20s. Tomorrow, though, we're expecting temperatures to come down with that cloud cover shifting in. Dry across the south coast today. However, tomorrow we're expecting showers, and we anticipate those showers to continue into our Wednesday with a risk of thunderstorms. We come out of it, though, Thursday and into the weekend.
Kristi Gordon. Kristi, when and where can people expect some relief from the smoke?
Thanks so much, Neetu. So we are expecting some welcome relief in many parts of the country, but it really depends on where you live as to whether that relief will last very long. So let me point out these areas here where we have the thickest smoke will see a change with a strong southwest flow developing, and that will push a lot of that smoke towards the northeast. And you can see some relief in many parts of northern Saskatchewan and northern Manitoba from that widespread smoke. It will still be very thick right in and around the fires and in a plume sort of extending from there, but at least some relief there. Meanwhile, across southern Ontario, we will get some dispersion as we head into tomorrow, but it's not going to be a full clearing. It may not be until Wednesday or into Thursday that we'll start to see conditions really improve across those regions, and it will likely last longer. However, we are going to see conditions deteriorate once again Wednesday and into Thursday as the winds die down across these areas here and the smoke becomes widespread once again, which of course this area has been dealing with for many, many days now.
Okay, Global News senior meteorologist Kristi Gordon, thanks.
And senior meteorologist Kristi Gordon is here now with more on that change in our forecast. Kristi.
Thanks so much, Jordan. Yeah, so it's not great news for anyone hoping to enjoy summer over the next couple of days. Cooler conditions, some wet weather set to shift in, but when it comes to the forest fire fight, when it comes to just our environment in general, we certainly need the moisture. So we'll start off with the fire danger rating, where along coastal regions we have elevated danger ratings, especially across the south coast where it's high to extreme over the entire area. The levels are much lower in through the interior regions, and that's because we have had some thunderstorms in the region, But of course, that has meant some new fires across the province as well. But certainly the change is better in through those areas, and considering we do have more thunderstorms in store for us for today. So I'll show you that. But I want to quickly talk about the air quality. Numerous areas under air quality statements from Environment Canada, but it's important to note we are expecting quite a bit of smoke across the province. It's not super thick, but we will see hazy conditions at times today and potentially into tomorrow, and that includes the Metro Vancouver region. So not a surprise if you do see that. For today, the risk of thunderstorms, and it could be severe, by the way, and if there was a chance that you were within a thunderstorm range, you want to make sure you head indoors to keep yourself safe. Lightning can strike a long distance away, and so if you head indoors, keep yourself safe, whether it's severe or non. Nonetheless, the lightning can be very dangerous. So it includes the Columbia, Kootenay region today, the Thompson, the Okanagan region, and then extending over to the Chilcotin and the Nicola area as well. So a heads up for that today. Now things will settle down overnight, and then what we're watching is this next system, which drives onto the north and central coast, northern Vancouver Island tomorrow morning, bringing some welcome rain, that's for sure. South coast in the morning will be dry, but we'll see those showers shift in later in the day on Tuesday, and we'll continue to see that wet weather into our Wednesday, and becomes much more spotty on Wednesday, and we even have a risk of thunderstorms here. Meanwhile, later in the day tomorrow, we could have a risk of thunderstorms across these areas, so more towards the BC-Alberta border. So yes, we'll drop in temperature over the next little while, but it looks like the long-range forecast is showing a rebound back to summer weather as we head towards the weekend and into early next week, and that includes those of you in the interior. So a drop in temperature Wednesday, Thursday, and then you come back out of it back to sunshine and heat. And so that's why it's really important to have that moisture at times, because it brings in that lessens that fire danger rating, etc. So there's your forecast for tomorrow, everyone. Again, northern regions rain in the morning, southern regions rain in the afternoon, and it will be spotty across the south coast, Metro Vancouver region. Chance of showers and a risk of thunderstorms still on Wednesday, but we come out of it nicely Thursday and into the weekend, back to some nice summer weather. All right, Jordan, back to you. Jordan, I wanted to mention one other thing. Sorry, I forgot. Our weather window, Cloverdale Paint weather window for tonight is coming to you from Pender Harbor, where Doug Regier captured this beautiful shot. Lovely evening from Pender Island.
Fantastic. Thank you, Kristi.